Hello, and welcome back for more Love and Deep Space. We are continuing on with the main story. We're currently in Chapter 7, Moonlight Undersea. So let's get going. Thanks to Xavier temporarily synchronizing our access privileges, I'm able to use the highest ranked database in the Hunters Association. After spending most of the day searching, a news article from 2 years ago catches my eye. Located in the heart of Lincoln City, a man in his 50s was murdered in a luxurious apartment. The killer has never been caught. All the evidence points to Anakinus, but it's still not enough to be certain. An unsolved case. If Anakinus is the culprit, then they're clearly able to manipulate the media. But they didn't. Maybe they're trying to send a message. Even though the association blocked all insider channels, there are some encrypted ones. For a small fee, a person can locate the source. Hi, all I got is a single crime scene photo and a bad audio clip. You still want them? Yeah. Why are you looking into Anakinus? Got a score to settle? Wasn't there a policy about not asking about the past? User 23412 has sent a photo and an audio file. After they are opened, both will be automatically deleted once 3 minutes have passed. Accept? Yes. The photo finishes downloading. It takes up the entire screen. There is a room filled with classical furniture. An untouched bottle of expensive wine sits on the nightstand. It appears its owner died before he could have a chance to celebrate. Wearing a bathrobe, a man lies motionless by the door. The intricately embroidered carpet beneath him is soaked in dark red blood. A wisp of smoke slowly spirals out from the bullet hole in his chest. Like a crimson carnation blooms from his blood-soaked shirt. The photo was apparently taken just before the feed was cut, but no weapons or traces were left behind at the crime scene. The police investigation reveals that aside from the victim, there were 3 other individuals. How do they know? The recording had the sounds of footsteps from 2 people, along with the conversation. Who was the victim? They say he's an important research for Ever's biopharmaceutical company. Have you heard of Ever before? They're a well-known name. Anakinus wouldn't leave behind an obvious trail. They must have done it intentionally, to warn or threaten certain individuals. After thinking about it some more, I decide to play the audio file again.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, you won't have to worry about it now.
A scream cuts through the air. What follows is silence, and then harsh static. I keep replaying the clip over and over, trying to etch this voice into my memory. As my cursor is about to click the X in the top right-hand corner, a new message stops me. Are you interested in the N109 zone because you're looking for work? A new bounty has been put up. Want to take a look? Let me earn that referral payment. Who's the target? I want to think about it first. Requested to send an image. Do you accept? Yes. It's Raphael. After seeing the photo, a chill runs down my spine. The person in the photo is Raphael. Now, maybe Raphael had some reasons for wanting a bodyguard then. Oh. Canvas enigmas. Raphael's front door is slightly open, similar to how it was during my last visit. A sliver of light peeks through the gap. I gently push the door and watch my step. Sculptures, easels, and art supplies are everywhere. Raphael's on the floor. He's not moving. Raphael! I quickly approach him and lean down, our faces a breath apart. Raphael's expression is peaceful, as if he's lost in a dream. I put my finger near his nose and feel his soft breath against my skin. He's still alive. A breeze passes the white curtains by the window and litters the floor with sheets of drawing paper. I bend down to pick one up. Some of the messy sketches depict splendid architecture, others surging waves. Some sketches are so abstract that I can't tell what they are. They do share one thing in common, however. Written on the bottom right-hand corner is a tiny word, Lemuria. Still sleepy, he looks my way with a half-lidded gaze. I step back and knock over a pot filled with brushes. Liquid spills, lush green trees, blue skies, and white clouds from outside reflected on its surface.
You're here?
Raphael, are you okay? After staring at me for a long time, Raphael suddenly moves his head and holds out his hand. What are you doing?
Pull me up.
Can't you do it by yourself?
Hurry. Help me get off the floor.
Alright. The moment I take his hand, Raphael yanks me down. You.
You're really nice. You worry about my well-being and even accompany me to lunch. So, did you see anything suspicious?
Everyone was staring at the haphazardly parked sports car outside.
Isn't it awesome? My car installation art. It's one of a kind.
Now what? There's a crowd swarming your car. How can we leave?
Having a bunch of people is the best cover. If anything dangerous shows up, we ditch the car and sprint through the back door. It's like vanishing into thin air.
I take a deep breath to calm myself. You already knew the people in the N109 zone were targeting you?
Yeah, it's a long story. But to make a long story short, someone in the N109 zone wanted me to paint a painting, but I told them no.
Out of nowhere, Raphael pulls out a carbon fiber pen, smooths out a napkin on the table, and starts doodling. They want to kill you over a painting? Is your art really that special?
Well, yeah. They discovered the secret message in my painting, which would lead them to their heart's desire.
I haven't seen many of Raphael's paintings, but the one at Raymond's house left a lasting impression on me. I recall my memories of that time and realize an important clue. Is what they're after related to the illusion in your painting? His pen stops moving, and it creates a large blot of ink on the napkin.
An illusion? What did you see?
I saw a young girl on the beach. She was singing a song I didn't understand. It sounded sad. Is the painting special because you used the coral stone from that day?
Yup. I heard it's kinda rare. It was found near the bottom of the ocean, in a place called Lemuria. That location is brimming with rare treasures. Even a tiny bit of coral can make you feel like you're in a world of dreams. If you grind the coral stone into pigment, you can immerse the viewer in a pretty dream created by the artist.
He speaks of this crazy story, but his voice doesn't waver. He seems to be telling the truth. I have no choice but to hide my skepticism. Raphael twirls his pen between his fingers, then looks into my eyes.
Anyway, guess you're not here because you're concerned about my safety, yeah?
Raphael, you have a bounty on your head for the N109 zone. That means you've heard about it before. I need to go there and find something. It's really important. Aside from barging in, I don't know how to enter that place. My hint is as clear as day, but after giving it some thought, Raphael shakes his head. His expression is one of nonchalance.
Lincoln has become even more dangerous, and now you're talking about entering a labyrinth? Forget about it. A hunter like you just going in there is like a lamb walking into a tiger's den.
His words leave me disheartened, but he isn't wrong. Since you're safe and sound, I'll get going. Just as I'm about to get up from my chair, Raphael grabs my hand.
Wait.
Huh?
Someone's following us.
Raphael loosens his grip. He speaks as he sets down his pen and pushes a napkin towards me. With a few strokes, he sketches a layout of the restaurant on it. A man wearing a black jacket sits behind us and to the right. He's slouching, perfectly hidden behind a potted plant. He's already here?
Not sure. But since he's acting all shady, he's definitely not one of my fans.
I raise my arm and activate the watch on my wrist. A palm-sized holographic map appears before Raphael and me. We'll sneak out from the back, run through the mall, and exit on the north side. Then we'll circle around until we reach an alley behind the flower shop.
You know, you're a really good hunter.
When you see the big picture, you need to use some bait. I look up, noting the passing crowd reflected in the window. A group of high school students who just got off school trickle through the door. It's time. Secret tracking.
Damn it! How did he manage to slip away again?
Hey!
Who are you?
Lacks a weapon and any sort of defensive gear. Aside from pretending to act tough, he's not trained. If he's a professional hitman, he's really, really pathetic.
It could all be an act, you know. Knocking him down in one fell swoop. Want to do an encore?
A middle-aged man wearing a mask is huddled in the corner, his body shaking as he hears those words. He's the epitome of anxiety.
I'm not a murderer! I'm just a guy trying to get a scoop!
As the man struggles, a piece of paper slips out from his chest pocket. Raphael picks it up, blows off the dirt, and holds it towards the sunlight.
A reporter from Weekly Arts. Joe.
You know them?
A second-rate art magazine. They scrape by on tidbits they pry from socialites and artists.
He notices something. His gaze moves down as he takes a weird-looking button from the man's shirt.
This hidden camera wasn't cheap, right?
A tiny flame bursts from Raphael's fingers. It turns the button into ash.
Is there anything newsworthy about me to grace your journalism?
Listen to me. Whatever you do, please don't hurt me. It's because of the collector, Raymond. He's dead.
The air is still for a moment. Shocked, Raphael and I exchange a glance. Maybe it's because we're entering his field of expertise that Joe straightens his posture. He wipes the dirt from his face. A spark of excitement is in his eyes, the thrill of discovering gossip.
He died last night. Drowned in his bathtub. No one knew until the next day. When the butler found him, it was already too late.
Was Raymond attacked by wanderers? No, they should be long gone by now.
The police already searched his home and looked through the surveillance tapes. They found nothing. Not even another person walking into his room, but...
Cut to the chase.
The picture painted by Raphael had vanished from his collection room. I've heard the rumors. Some say that before he died, he made a bunch of cuts into his arms and legs. His skin looked like a bunch of fish scales. It's awful, if I do say so myself. In the moment a rich guy is dead, the police are quick to cover it up. They're scared a secret will be revealed, one that will cost them their jobs. But there's no such thing as a secret that can't be hidden. Mr. Raphael, are you sure you didn't have a hand in his death? Can your painting actually manipulate people?
Even if they did, I wouldn't tell you. Also, you said he died last night. I was in my studio during that time and didn't go anywhere. Anywhere. But I do agree it's a tragedy. Or are you saying you want to ask Raymond himself?
No, not at all. I don't... I told you everything I know. Can you please let me go this time?
Sure. I'll even throw in something extra for you. Tomorrow, I'll be instructing my agent to lodge a complaint about your deplorable stalking behavior to your superiors and cancel our exclusive column interview. I reckon you'll be jobless soon.
Raphael speaks in a relaxed manner. He leans in, a radiant smile plastered on his face.
So, why don't you do me a favor and investigate who's trying to hide all that info you just talked about?
A swarm of white moths dances around the streetlight under the gray sky, waiting for nightfall. We climb the stone steps to a garden in the sky. Below us is Lincoln's liveliest district. A field of grass stretches out before us. It's flanked by trees from both sides, a vibrant sight to behold. Across the street is a floating holographic ad. Flying above the cityscape, it promotes Raphael's art exhibition for next month. A slate blue sea engulfs the city like a mist, cascading onto the towering skyscrapers. From buildings to traffic, all is submerged in the tide. While it's obviously a trick of the light, curious people can't help but stop and reach out to touch the swimming fish that pass by them.
You know what sells the most? Paintings of a calm sea. They can get pretty expensive. The more violent and chaotic the ocean, the less people are interested in it.
Humans can't sense disasters like animals do, so we subconsciously distance ourselves from things like bad weather. From your last art exhibition, you told me that painting was from one of your dreams. I stare at the virtual sea of fish swimming, merging into the night sky. It's unsettling yet alluring as the line between dreams and reality is blurred. Is this another of your dreams?
Yup, you got that right. I daydream in my studio all the time. It's kinda hard to remember what the real world's like. Thanks for bringing me out of my dreams today.
You're welcome. A long time passes before he turns around. Many pedestrians are still looking at the sky, mesmerized by the holographic sea. Do you have any plans?
I'm going home. The art exhibition needs to be held. Once a painting is sold, another should take its place.
Be careful out there. If you find any secrets or hear anything about the N109 zone, let me know. Brushing off the grass clinging to my clothes, I stand up and say goodbye.
But I still don't have the paint needed to finish the piece I'm working on.
Raphael sits up, his eyes sparkling as he looks at me. I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't you remember our deal?
What?
I saw how you fought, quick and precise. That final strike was unlike anything I've seen before. If you could be my bodyguard. Protect me on our journey together. If we find an alternative, I'll happily give you what's in my hand right now. That look. You forgot, huh? Don't worry. I wrote down everything. We'll be fine. Probably.
I've got stuff to deal with in the next couple days, but I promise to get to it. I say a half-hearted promise, and I'm ready to run when I hear a soft sigh from him.
I have an idea on how we can sneak into the N109 zone.
You do? He has my attention. I move closer to listen. Raphael quickly averts his eyes, clearly caught off guard.
You said it yourself. When you see the big picture, you need to use some bait. Why not come up with a master plan? Become the best bait for Anakinus.
So, I should use myself to lure them out? He nods and continues to speculate.
To be their target, you must have something they want, like info or something. You can decide whether to take the risk or not. Maybe a small opening is all it will take to get them to expose themselves.
Every word that Raphael says isn't wrong. I bite my lip. Even so, we need to find the perfect fishing spot to make sure our big fish bites the hook.
I can lead you there. Trade intel for intel. Gamble to make gambles with higher stakes. But whether or not you can play the game is up to you.
He once again stares at the sea of car lights under the overpass. Like the receding tide, the holograms fade and reveal the street. I need to think about it.
It's just a suggestion. The choice is yours. If you want to do it, meet me tomorrow by the docks at White Sand Bay.
After a night's worth of hesitation, I arrive at White Sand Bay the next morning. By the docks is a familiar figure, the manager I met at Flux Arts the other day.
Ah, good to see you again, Miss Hunter.
Hello, Mr. Thomas.
No reason to be so formal. Call me Thomas. Raphael does it.
I knew you'd show up.
Oh, he's dressed pretty spiffy for this. Raphael walks over, arms folded, and plants himself between me and Thomas. Don't forget your promise.
I'm not the kind of person to just forget.
You two get along well. I'm glad Raphael has a reliable friend such as yourself.
Stop treating her like she's my babysitter.
I'll protect them, at least for today, but what are we supposed to do now? Both turn in the direction that I'm pointing in. A single wooden boat floats gently to the rhythm of tranquil waves. A few seagulls are perched on the bow, preening their feathers. Are we smuggling ourselves in?
Hold on. Didn't you ask me for a boat so you could go on a date?